She live streamed plastic surgery on TikTok, gaining a huge following.
Yet another person has lost their job due to TikTok clout, and I'm not even slightly surprised. In the past, we've seen a nurse lose her job over TikTok, a police officer busting moves while on duty for some quick views, but today we're going to be taking a look at a doctor, specifically a plastic surgeon who lost her job due to streaming and making TikTok videos during operations. It really just comes to show that clout addiction knows no bounds. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're a police officer or a surgeon. Everyone's addicted to getting some of that TikTok fame, it seems like. Anyways, she's known as Dr. Roxy over on TikTok and just recently was permanently stripped of her license by the state medical board in Ohio. Now, as if streaming on TikTok while doing operations on people wasn't bad enough, she actually did botch multiple surgeries. Shocker, I know. And quite a few people have come out with their experiences since then, so yeah, this is absolutely insane, but without further ado, let's take a look.
She's the famous physician known as Dr. Roxy. She live streamed plastic surgery on TikTok, gaining a huge following.
So if you want to get in the OR and see behind the scenes and how this stuff works.
But now, Dr. Roxy, whose real name is Catherine Grawy, has been permanently stripped of her license by the state medical board in Ohio.
Dr. Roxy claims that this will change her life forever. Well, she has single-handedly forever changed the lives of at least 3 people.
The board said its decision was based on her failure to meet standard of care following evidence that she botched 3 surgeries.
It's pretty wild that she thought this was ever a good idea. I mean, I would think that if you're a plastic surgeon, you must be pretty smart, especially with the amount of years of studying and dedication it takes to become a doctor and get a medical license. But I guess years of studying doesn't give you basic common sense, like to not put on a show for TikTok live while you're operating on a patient with a knife in your hand, especially if you're a plastic surgeon where your job relies on having the best results possible. It's really not the kind of job where your attention can be focused on anything else for even a second, let alone on random people watching your TikTok live stream. This is fucking insane. Were the TikTok followers this important? Like, I don't know how you have a lapse in judgment this bad.
It was based on her failure to meet standard of care following evidence that she botched 3 surgeries. Kelsey Cardenas went to Dr. Roxy for a breast lift.
I found her on TikTok. I definitely connected with her personality.
Kelsey says she watched videos of Dr. Roxy performing surgeries every day for months.
Did you talk to any patients or anything like that?
No, I didn't know anybody who had had surgery.
So you assumed because she was this TikTok personality that she was going to do a great job on your breasts?
Yeah. If you're brave enough to live stream surgery and you're that transparent, you would just assume, that she's not having the issue she was having.
But Kelsey says she suffered major complications.
By 4 weeks, I had a 5x5 wound under that breast.
She live streamed your surgery.
She did.
Do you feel that that could have contributed to what happened? Do you think she wasn't paying attention?
Rewatching it, I saw a couple cuts that she made when she was clearly talking to the camera or focused on what she was saying to them.
Not gonna lie, if I saw a surgeon live streaming their operations while trying to interact with chat like there's some kind of Twitch streamer, I'd probably think twice about letting that person around my body with a knife. Now, I can understand this person's viewpoint when it comes to the transparency of the doctor and the confidence the doctor must have, but the fact still stands that this is a doctor whose focus is partially on random strangers watching her live stream on fucking TikTok. Like, if I'm going into surgery, TikTok live should be the last thing on my doctor's mind.
She was clearly talking to the camera or focused on what she was saying to them.
Now, I do feel sorry for this person and what happened to them, but you gotta admit, it wasn't exactly the smartest decision to decide your surgeon based on TikTok. Choosing your plastic surgeon from TikTok of all places, is like choosing a gambler to give you financial advice. You might just get fucked over and be out thousands of dollars as well. And that's exactly what happened to this person and quite a few other people, as we're about to see.
Kelsey says she finally went to another doctor.
He said there's no way this is ever going to look normal again.
Dr. Roxy had no comment about being stripped of her license.
One patient, according to the board's notice, received a Brazilian butt lift, tummy tuck, and liposuction from Dr. Gra in July of 2020. The patient saw Dr. Gra again in March of 2022 for more cosmetic procedures, and Dr. Gra looked at and spoke to a camera while engaged in liposuction on the patient's abdomen, the board said. A few days after the surgery, the patient was hospitalized and found to have a perforated small bowel and soft tissue infection. And you'd think after one or two botched surgeries, you'd stop the TikTok content immediately, but no, you'd be mistaken. Dr. Roxy kept on chasing those social media views. Another patient who had come in for follow-up cosmetic procedures, including liposuction, in March of 2022 was hospitalized days later for a perforated intestine. That patient suffered bacterial infections in her abdomen as well as loss of brain function from the amount of toxins that were found in her blood, according to the board. Now, these are just a couple instances of patients speaking out. There's a lot more I read about while making this video, and it shocks me that this went on for so long, because these people's lives are going to be changed forever. Yeah, who would have guessed the doctor shoving a camera in their patient's face while performing surgery is going to have a lot of botched operations? Now, according to Dr. Roxy, her reasoning of doing these streams is to break down this scary wall between doctors and patients. The stuff we do here is a little bit educational and answering people's questions, and it's a little fun and silly, Gross said. And I know people look at that and think it's unprofessional. Yeah, just a little fun and silly, you know. I'm only performing a surgery and potentially changing people's lives.
He said there's no way this is ever going to look normal again.
Let me stream and potentially botch these people's surgeries. Pretty bullshit reasoning overall. If you ask me, the whole goal of doing these streams was for clout. Simple as that. No regard to the patients whatsoever. Just get those social media numbers up and sucker in any other patients who want to sign up. Now, while I was digging around, I did manage to find a video from December of 2022 of a patient who had just completed a surgery with Dr. Roxy, and I thought it was pretty interesting.
I went in the ER on Friday, and today is Sunday, and I'm still here. They're gonna keep me again. I have lost track on how many IV antibiotics that I've been given, but I have definite infection. I know one is a staph infection, and there's another one, I'm not too sure what it's called, but I'm supposed to see an infectious disease doctor today. I'm probably gonna lose my job over this, so don't know what I'm gonna do for money. This is not okay. She's basically flipped my life upside down.
Hopefully this woman's doing a lot better. I still can't believe this actually happened. And I know that there are obviously risks and complications that anyone who decides to do plastic surgery has to accept, but I don't think it's any coincidence that there's this many people with complications after going to a TikToker surgeon. But she did lose her job, thankfully, and I don't know if she's going to be going to jail. Probably not, but Dr. Roxy's career as a doctor is definitely over. And who knows, maybe she'll ride the hype and we'll see her on OnlyFans soon. But anyways, I think that's going to wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more juicy videos coming soon to the channel. And let me know in the comments if you'd be comfortable letting a doctor do some TikTok dances during an operation. Peace.